Woohoo! Hello folks, my name's Tony and these are my hands. Today we're going to be taking this premium young chicken and we're going to be stuffing it full of these premium apples. My wife and I will be cutting these up in a little bit and stuffing them in here, and we're going to show you how we're going to do it. Alright folks, be right back after we get a bunch of these cut up. I'll show you how to cut up one in a little bit, but we're going to cut the rest up off camera. Be right back. One apple, one cutter. Get it started, push it all the way through, you'll be left with something pretty easy to work with. Alright, set this off to the side, separate, you can dispose of that. Unless you got a farm, you got goats, don't feed that to your chickens because the apple seeds contain something that's not too healthy for it. Alright, now when using sharp knives, when you take off the skin here, be very, very careful. You don't want to lose any digits. And my lovely wife helped me off screen here, and she cut up the rest of these. So thank you, Shy Hands. Love you very much. Yeah, look at that little smile off the side. Thanks, man. Who says a better nickname? It's like, yeah. You know when you're in love and you're married, you come up with all sorts of nicknames? Shy Hands? Yeah. I'll run with that. Aw, I'm gonna have to make her a leather keychain now. It says Little Miss Shy Hands. No, that's too much. Just Shy Hands. Alright. I'm gonna cut the rest of these up in a minute. Be right back. Alrighty. I'm going to show you after you cord, sometimes you're left with that last little bit in there. Show you one more time. Cut that bad boy out of there. Let it hit there. But definitely use caution here. It takes practice. You know, if you're one of those lucky people who has one of those apple peelers like you'll see on TV, you spin around. They show you on Firefly. I forgot what episode. But if you're a Firefly fan, there's a tongue twister, you'll know the episodes I'm talking about. Alrighty, where he meets Badger. But anyways, so just that easy. Get all these apples. Now we're going to put them in here. I'm going to clean this up and then start stuffing it. Hold that thought. Oh yeah, look at this beautiful, beautiful chicken. Can't wait to cook this thing up. Start cramming as many apples as we can in there. Just keep pushing. Keep pushing. Now if I thought of it, I would have actually pre-started the stove at 350. So as soon as I'm done stuffing this bad bird, or soon to be yummy bird, I will crank up that heat. And make sure that everything's out of it before you do that. If you got kids, make sure to clear toys. Just because kids gotta be kids. Alright, look at that. Get in there. So this is about, you see, I had 9 apples in the bowl when we first started. We cut up 8 of them. May have been a little too much, but that's okay. You can always put them around the side. So actually, if you did cut them all up, that's not a bad thing either. Like I just said, you can put them all around the side. But your house is going to smell so, so awesome. But don't forget the little front part here. Cram a couple in there. Fill out that nick. You'll have to restuff it in the backside. Oh, Andrew Dice Clay, we missed your jokes. For those of you who remember him. Hey! Yeah. Look up Jack and Jill, all the old classics. George Carlin, Andrew Dice Clay, early Eddie Murphy. Oh, the days when America had a sense of humor. I miss you, man. Alright, but back to cooking. Oh yeah, that's one stuffed chicken. Cram a few more in here. Oh, I keep cramming. Put a few in the front, a few in the back. I'm gonna put this in the sink. Not gonna touch the pan too much, but this is gonna be really, really amazing. Make sure everything is inside the pan. I'm gonna come back with a couple other ingredients and show you what to do next. Be right back. Doesn't she look beautiful, folks? This is just gonna be truly, truly amazing. Now, you're gonna take 1 cup of water, pour it in here. As you can see, I already poured it in there. All right, now that you're gonna help you make gravy later. Now also, since you only use this for water, this is still clean. Woohoo! 1 less dish to clean. Let's put it back in the cupboard. Now, we got multicolored pepper here. This stuff is awesome. I use it on everything. And we're also gonna add a little bit of garlic. All right? Some people don't eat the skin, but for those flesh eaters out there that do, this is gold. This is prime property for taste. Now, there's so many things you can do with this chicken afterwards. And I might even show you eventually how to make your own chicken pot pies. And that's just awesome. Especially with a chicken that's like this. Man, whoa, a little too much on the garlic, but that's okay. I'm the one eating the skin. But man, that's just gonna be golden. Now the oven's heating up at 350 right now as we speak. Remember to check your oven, make sure there's nothing in it. Just this beauty. Now this is gonna take about 1.5 to 2 hours to cook because it is stuffed and it is a little bit of a large chicken. I was really happy to find one this big. So I'm gonna go with the full 2 hours. But a little overcooked than undercooked, always. Never undercook your chicken, not good for you. But I can't wait, this is all gonna turn into beautiful tasty gravy. And oh man, just, if you've never had this before, I'm thinking like you're gonna have it again and you're gonna make it at least a couple times a year. So leave a comment below on what you think, and the prep is real easy. It only took maybe half an hour to cut up the 8 apples. You may be faster, 2 thumbs up to that if you are. And as you saw, seasoning and stuffing it, maybe 15 minutes tops. 2 hour time, cook. So after that, you're looking 3 hour total with rest time, and you can enjoy a perfect, perfect meal. Well worth every hour spent waiting. Your house will smell immaculate. Your neighbors will go, knock, knock, can I have some? You say, maybe. All right, you couldn't see, but my hands were actually on my hips. All right, but be right back. After you put it in, we'll show you what it looks like halfway through. Chicken. Look at your clock. The oven is ready. Look at your chicken. Open oven. Watch out for that heat. And oh yeah. Now we're gonna come back in exactly 1 hour. Remember, check your clock. All right. Mental note, set your microwave, your watch, your phone, whatever device, 1 hour. Come back. 350. Hello. 30 minutes in. I said I'd be back in an hour, but we're gonna check it at 30 minutes because the house just smells so good and it's only been 30 minutes. "30 minutes, folks. I'm only showing you for a second or two. We want to keep that heat in there. Keep that heat in the oven. But I just need to show you the 30-minute mark. Be back in another 30 with a full 1 hour look. But oh, it smells so good. Alrighty, folks. My name's Tony. These are my hands. Today, we're to cook salt potatoes. Got this big pot right here that I'm going to use for later. You can use whatever tools you need. I'm going to use this for removing the potatoes, but while everything's in there stirring, I don't want to destroy the inside of the pan, just like that, so I'm going to use the soft stuff. But I'm not going to hit the sides when I remove the potatoes later and make tasty, tasty mashed potatoes. I'll just eat them straight up. Now I'm going to go wash these up off camera, but I will pour in the water here now and get that started. Alright, look at that. Oh, that sounded lovely. Alright. Nothing like kitchen ASMR, folks. But yeah, these potatoes are going to be awesome. Huge bag of salt they give you. So this is actually left over from the other bags. I only use half at a time because too much is not necessarily good for you. Ask your doctor. He or she will let you know more. Alright. Be right back with a bunch of clean taters. Look at that. All nice and clean. So yummy. All cleaned up. Anything that was bad, you just nicked it right off. One of the good reasons you always check and clean your food before you cook with it. Highly recommend it. Now, like I said, they give you an amazing amount of salt. So I got half the bag, and I might not even use all this, but I will use most of it. So I'm gonna set that off to the side. Oh, that's heavy. Put that there. When this is filled with water, it may be heavier than it looks. Alright. We're gonna set these in. The reason you don't turn the heat on yet, or at least I don't, is when you're setting these in there, you don't want to be scalding your hands. In case there's a little too much water, which there's gonna be, you have a chance to pour it out, again, without burning your hands. Oh yeah, look at that. Perfect. Alright, look at that. Everything's still fully submerged. Add that crazy amount of salt. Holy smokes. If you're my heart doctor, you're not watching this right now. Okay, anyways. Comedic humor. I am not a doctor. Alright. That's going to be pretty awesome. Put this in here. Turn on the heat right front. Remove everything else from the stove that shouldn't be on the stove. Some of them get pretty hot. This is one of those older stoves, so if I touch this right now, because I'm cooking a stuffed chicken with apple right now, so look up that recipe in another video. That's actually why I'm making these potatoes right now to go with that. But that chicken's going to be awesome. But the top of the stove is so freaking hot right now, it's madness. Madness! Alright. It's good temperature. The only reason I can do this is I just put it on here. The temperature's on high. I'm going to come back in about 10 minutes and make sure this isn't boiling too much. Turn it down to a medium heat and let it cook until the chicken is done. So it will probably take half hour to 45 minutes instead of the normal 30 minutes. Because I'm cooking something underneath and I want to time it up pretty good. Alright. Enjoy. Alrighty. It's the other half hour mark, so we're exactly 1 hour for the chicken. We got some salt potatoes going. I just turned down the heat from high to medium high, and I'm going to turn it right down, actually to medium right now, so it matches up with the chicken. Alright, so this is the 1 hour mark, folks. Always good to check on the 1 hour mark. Look at that, that's looking pretty awesome, isn't it? Actually, I'm going to baste that a little bit. Keep all the heat in the oven there. Use a big spoon if you got it. Ladle. Ladle, ladle. Whatever you gotta do. Turtle, turtle. Alright. Good and bad movies. We've seen them all here. Oh, that just looks so amazing. Now that you've contaminated the spoon, you don't want to use it for anything else, put that in the sink. You're all good to go. Put your gloves back on. Open up that oven. And wait 30 more minutes. Oh my God, that smells so good. Alright. Let's do a quick check on this. There's that big old steam burst in the camera. Oh yeah. Oh, even the boiling smell of potato smells awesome. Alright, 30 minutes. Be right back. Man, oh man, the 90-minute mark is here. Let's check them out. Oh yeah. Look at this. Actually, I'll bring that up to the camera in a minute. I gotta keep that heat in there. Alright. Now, look at that. Oh man. Yum, yum. Oh, it's gonna smell so good. Gonna make some killer gravy with that applesauce that's in there. Oh man. If you only knew. Wish I had smell-o-vision. But if you're cooking along with this, you can smell it all right now in your home. Yes, you can. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh. Put a little bit of that crushed apple on there. I think it's a beautiful thing. Happy little accident. We miss you, Bob Ross. You deserve a friend. You don't make a mistake. It's a happy little accident. Mm-hmm. But food, you can make mistakes. Sometimes it tastes like crap. But hey, sometimes you still gotta eat. Mmm. Oh yeah. Alright. Right back in the oven for you. Gonna do about 15-20 more minutes. I might go for the full 2-hour mark because I want to make sure it's fully cooked. And I'll shut off the heat for the potatoes. Because man, it's gonna be freaking awesome. Oh, so good. The house is just now starting to finally smell like apples. Now that's the 90-minute mark, like I said. This has been 35 minutes. These potatoes, yep, they're looking done. Gonna shut the heat off on that. They're all really, really wrinkled, so I don't even need to poke them with a fork because I know they are done. So those can sit there until I am ready with the chicken. Can't wait, folks. Woohoo! 30 more minutes. So when food takes almost 2 hours, I had to dig in and eat some of these potatoes. These are amazingly good. You don't need to add any salt. There's enough in it. I normally add black pepper to everything. Don't need it. I just added a pat of butter, and I am golden. So I'm going to set this off to the side and drool and try not to mess up my speech while doing so. Alright, now the chicken is officially 2 hours and 2 minutes. We're going to take that out. See what it looks like? Oh man. Look at that. So, just amazing. Doesn't it look awesome, man? Now I got the thermometers, as my friend's mom used to say. The thermometers. Excuse me. A little gassy from them taters. I'm not sure which one works, so we're gonna try them both. Let these soak for about 10 minutes before you serve your chicken, so all the juices can get back in there. Now you can see that thermometer going up there, which is pretty awesome. Once it hits the 160, 165 range, you are golden. Now I guess I chose wisely because this one's going up slowly. Actually, I can shut the heat off. Bonus. All the other burners are off. Always good to check. It's creeping to the 165. Bingo. Hit that middle arrow between 160, 170, and 180. And it is going up to the 170 mark, which is fine. I'm gonna nail one more spot over here because it was stuffed. Gotta make sure everything's fully cooked. Golden. Right in the stuff. And that's creeping up past the 160, 170 range. Alright. This chicken is perfect. I'm really happy about that, folks. I'm gonna get one more quick one of these. That skin is gonna taste amazing. For those of you who don't eat skin, you might want to try this. Oh yeah. Alright, we're gonna soak this, let it do its thing, and get all juicy for about 10-15 minutes. And you can cut it up and start serving it. But we're gonna hand pull this apart later when it cools down in about an hour or so. So you got many choices ahead of you. What are you gonna do? Probably rip off a leg and start gnawing on that while everything else cools down. But I wanted you to see what it looks like with the apples and all that in there. That apple burnt on there is just gonna be so awesome. I can't wait to get in there and make a sauce or a nice gravy from all this leftover. Man, I just gotta quit talking, hit pause on this, and wait like the rest of you. But if you're gonna eat it in about 10-15 minutes with the rest of this, leave comments below, and I hope you enjoy it. Okay, I'm gonna slide this over here. It's been the 15 minutes. Just barely cool enough to move that. But yeah, that's gonna need some gloves on that one because that one's still pretty hot. So we're moving that over there. So I can bring this here in the center and show you why you wait. Because you're gonna see when I cut in this bad boy, all that moist meat. That is some awesome chicken breast. Check that out. Super. You can see the bubbles over there, all that liquid in there. That's super tasty, man. Now we're gonna take this and pull this apart to make some chicken pot pies, which we're gonna do another video. But for those of you who cook this to make it now and serve the family, this is the best time. As you saw, we were nipping at the wings, and I already took care of this a little bit and trimmed over here so I could eat and wait for this to cool down because it was just so good. Ate a couple more potatoes, but man, just look at the juiciness. This is so moist. It's so tasty. Like steamed apples from the inside. Oh, so much flavor, so much flavor. So the best part about picking at this later to make something else is you get to nibble, so you won't go hungry while you're doing it. Alrighty folks, please tune in later for another episode of Tony's Hands. Food's so good, makes you want to eat it.